Hi, I'm Kade Doyle, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about rowing. I'm 23 years old, just graduated college, and I'm currently working as an inventory cost accountant over at Adrian Steel. When I first joined the rowing team, I didn't realize how hard it would be to wake up at 5 in the morning every day. Just dragging myself out of bed always seemed to be a hassle. I'd never wanted to leave my covers and go out and get dressed and drive 20 minutes to get to practice. So every morning we would start by stretching. So we would circle up and all start stretching. From stretching, we would start to just wake up a bit and walk over to the boat. We had an 8-man boat where it's pretty long. It's the size of 2 cars or so. 2 cars next to each other is roughly the size of this boat. We picked it up over our heads, and then we would walk it outside to the water and place it gently into the water, because if we were to slam it down, it would end up breaking the boat. So we had to be careful. We would have it over our heads and then slowly roll it over into the water. And from there, we would have half of us hold the boat so it doesn't float away, and then the other half of us would go get the oars. We made sure to place the oars in a row so that each person who went to go get the oars would pick up 2 of them and bring them over and hand it to us so we can put them into the oar locks. Then from there, all 8 of us would get in the boat at the same time, being careful not to flip, because if we were to flip, it would not be fun. It'd be really cold and we'd be soaked for the rest of practice. Flipping was no excuse to go in and get dry clothes. If we were to flip, we would have to get in the boat and keep rowing. So it was definitely stressful getting into the boat every day. From there, we would push off the dock. So we would grab our oars and then kind of like drag them out and then use them to push off the dock until we get all the way out. And then we would have the front 2 people in the boat start rowing. And the motion for rowing is outwards. If you're on one side, you're going to one end, and then you would push off with your legs and get it out. And then on the other side, they'd be doing the same thing, just opposite, and pushing off with their legs. Once we got out on the water, if one person in our boat, so we had 8 of us all in a line, every other person would be going, like, one person's oars would be going this way, the other person's oars would be going this way, and every time we'd take a stroke, we all would be sliding up together, all 8 of us, and then pushing back together. If we didn't do that in perfect timing, then we wouldn't be as fast, or we really wouldn't move anywhere. Nothing was quite like the feeling when the boat was in perfect timing, where we were all moving together and moving at close to 15 miles per hour. It may not seem that fast knowing cars, but in a boat that's just powered by yourself, that's pretty fun. Through my experience rowing, I learned that in order to succeed in life, you need to have discipline. You need to show up every day and try your best. If not, you simply won't succeed. It also taught me that every good leader needs to pick up people and bring them to their level, or else you're not going to succeed, because you're only as good as your weakest link on your team. So you need to be able to lead people and bring them up compared to just being the best. If you're the best and your team's down here, as a team, you're really only down here. You're not going to beat teams that are up here where their best guy may be here, but he brought all their teammates up to here. I found through rowing that you need to be bringing everyone up together versus just being the best yourself. Through rowing, I found some of my closest friends. They all are, to this day, my family. We spend Thanksgiving together. We have so much fun. Every morning that we all woke up together, it, at the time, made it feel daunting and dreaded going, but we did it together, and it formed a relationship that you just wouldn't have with someone who's just in your class, or that you just meet and you say hi and you talk every once in a while. Going through that process working out every day, pushing yourselves to your limits every day with the same people for 4 years really helps build that strong connection. It's just something that is hard to describe, how close you become with those guys who you see every day. They actually become your family after a while.